Today really brings me here to celebrate our identity, culture, and be in a space where you're with community. And so that's what really brings me here. Of course, it's always to talk about diversity as well, and dyslexia, which is about my book, really. I think for me, having lived experience of being dyslexic and knowing the stigma and the trauma, I remember when I got diagnosed, the first things I thought about, okay, so I'm black, and there's a lot of discrimination. I'm growing up with it. There's trauma, there's all of those. Then being a woman, it's a glass ceiling, and you're told what you can't do, what you can do. And there's also this element of being, you have to be resilient all the time. And sometimes I've always felt, why can't I be vulnerable? But knowing the other intersection of being black, and then I'm dyslexic, they all feel very negative. And I just felt I had to learn to find my voice. I had to learn to navigate a system and structures and frames that didn't include me. So for me, it's about representation all the way, but also bringing more awareness about dyslexia and neurodiversity and how that just shows up for us. I think there's so many different ways that we can display the information. So one of the ways is using assistive technology or note-taking, actually speaking your book into existence. So that's one aspect, but my strength is writing. It's just that the words and phonics don't work for me. But once I learn the words and I can able to express it, whether it's in a footnote or whether it's in bullet points, and then build on that, that's still a way of, being creative and putting that information together. And of course, it's great to have people who support you along the way, to support you in that journey. It's 25 stories of different dyslexics in their experience, whether it's navigating education, whether it's being an entrepreneur, whether it's in the workplace. My daughter's also in the book talking about her experience, and she's very fortunate. She got diagnosed when she was very young, but a lot of the people in my book who went to university, that's when they got diagnosed. So they've been navigating a space where they didn't feel they thought the same way, or they were, they felt different. But with the intersection of being black and everything else, they just thought, well, I'm stupid. But actually, it wasn't that at all. And I just think the frameworks that we work in sometimes within the education system excludes people because we don't work in the same margins. So where you can buy it at this point in time is on Amazon. That's one of the main places you can buy it, or Jessica Kingsley Publishers, they actually have it on there. And you can find me on the Black Dyslexic on Instagram, or on LinkedIn. You can also find me as Marcia Brissett-Bailey, which is the name of my name. So those are the two main places, is Instagram, the Black Dyslexic, and on LinkedIn as my name.